Today, we are going live with 12 units here on the North Shore, with approximately 540 units to follow in the South Side, Oakland, downtown, portions of the Strip District, and Uptown. These 550 units will control and account for 3,500 single-space meter spaces in both on our streets and in our neighborhood surface lots. First, the pay stations will accept another form of payment other than cash. And secondly, it'll eliminate the need to return to your car, and the parker will just be able to head on to their destination without interruption. They will no longer need to put the paid receipt on their dashboard. Additional features of the pay station include pay-by-plate technology, solar-powered machines that are environmentally friendly, options to pay at multiple machines within the area, pay and go, and the helpline that will be available during normal hours of operation of the meters. Additionally, you will be able to visit the Parking Authority's website, the City of Pittsburgh's website, and the PDP's website to view a video of how to operate the pay-by-plate technology. Also, you will see the meter greeters in the bright shirts that will be stationed at the machines. These greeters will also be able to answer questions and be available in the neighborhood as our process continues to roll out these new machines. At this time, I'd like to introduce Linda Justin. She has been a board member of the authority since 2006. She has served in various board positions, currently is the chairman of the authority's board. Linda also represents the first woman to serve as the authority's chair since the authority was started in 1947. It is my pleasure to introduce Linda Justin.
Thank you, everybody, for sharing your day with us. I first want to thank Executive Director David Onorato and his exceptional team at the Pittsburgh Parking Authority for their diligence and hard work, but also their professionalism and expertise. As Dave said, I've been proud to serve on the authority board for 6 years now, and I am honored to have worked with Mr. Onorato and all the great people at the Pittsburgh Parking Authority. Their efforts have made Pittsburgh the first city in the country to have permanent pay-by-plate technology. Before I introduce him, I also want to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to Mayor Ravenstahl for his encouragement and support with a very challenging project. With that said, please welcome Mayor Luke Ravenstahl.
Thank you, Linda, and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming out on your lunch hour and spending the afternoon with us. There's really not too much left to say. This is an exciting day for Pittsburgh. Gone are the days when residents had to carry around bags of quarters to plug our meters. Gone are the days where you had to leave your lunch or leave your dinner midway through and come back out and plug the machine. And so I know many of the business owners who we'll hear from here in a minute are excited about this. We're excited about this. The Parkers are excited about this. I've heard time and time again from residents that that meters don't work, or they're broken, or we need to upgrade, and we've done that here today. This system, and I know you'll hear from the folks in a minute, but this system is the largest scale technology of any U.S. city. We're using it here in Pittsburgh. So we're cutting edge. We're investing in a system that works, that is user-friendly, and we're proud to be the first U.S. city to do that. As Dave mentioned, we are looking at making it easier in a variety of neighborhoods to start North Shore, downtown Oakland, South Side, and to Strip, and we're excited about this. I want to thank, and I know they've already been thanked, but the Board of Directors at the Parking Authority, Linda as the chair, and the other members of the authority who are here today, or those that couldn't be here. Sometimes it's a thankless job to go through what they do. They hear concerns, they get yelled at, people come up to them and complain. So we thank them for what they do on a volunteer basis to help the authority and to guide them, and of course to Dave and his team for what they do for thinking outside the box and advancing the authority to do new things and be a more business-friendly and commuter-friendly city. So thank you all for being here. Again, I think Dave's going to come back up and introduce the next few speakers, and then we're going to do a ribbon cutting here in a little bit. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, I just want to note you keep doing first. I believe you were the first mayor in the city to have a computer in your office. Now you're the first mayor to have pay-by-plate in the U.S. Good things just keep happening under your watch. At this time, we also have with us Jeff Nethery. He's General Manager with Calais America.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah, good morning or good afternoon now. It's a great day to be here in Pittsburgh. Again, my name is Jeff Nethery. I'm the General Manager for Calais America. And I'm going to tell you one thing about myself. My license plate number, it's AZA1582. And you guys are all going to need to know your plate numbers to park here in Pittsburgh. And I'm a little bit jealous of those of you that have vanity plates, because I think you have a little bit of a head start on us in this new program. But it's a great program. Calais is one of the largest distributors and manufacturers of parking meter equipment, both in the United States and around the world. We have about 125 U.S. cities that have Calais pay stations. Pittsburgh was one of the very, very first, not only users of Calais technology, but they were one of the first cities to put in solar pay stations that accepted credit cards. So it's very appropriate that we're here with them today, rolling out the next generation. And we're excited to work in partnership with them, not only to be their technology vendor, but to be their support partner in this process. So we first piloted this technology 2 years ago in Washington, D.C. For the U.S. We were invited to demonstrate it there. It was a very successful pilot, and while that was going on, some other world-class cities like Pittsburgh were already moving in the direction of this technology. Amsterdam and Calgary are two cities that have had these systems in place for several years and have been remarkably successful. So we're excited that Pittsburgh is being a leader in this technology, and again, being a world-class city to roll out this type of technology is fantastic. I just wanted to thank a couple of our local partners for their help, and without their expertise and resource, none of this would happen. Norm Edmonds with Pittsburgh Restoration and Construction Services. You'll see his team out here. They're removing old meters, removing signs, drilling holes, putting new signs in, new meters. They're working really hard in all weather, and I saw them out here at 9 o'clock last night trying to get this site ready for us today. So thanks to Norm and his team. Francine and Kevin Cameron with Cameron Professional Services Group. Francine and Kevin have been just a huge help to us. They're our project management team. They're making sure we stay on schedule, on budget, and another neat thing they're doing, you'll see some folks standing around here in very bright shirts that say, "Ask me about parking." They've assembled a great team of what we're calling meter greeters to put out by the meters to answer questions that people may have, not only about the meters, but about the parking system, and also to help anyone who needs help with the meters. And then Seifert Signs here in Pittsburgh, they've done a fantastic job of getting all the signs we need ready to go in a very short amount of time. So we appreciate them a lot. So with that, I just want to thank everyone for coming out. It's an exciting day here in Pittsburgh, and enjoy the food back there, and enjoy the afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Just like at this time to recognize Natalia, she's here with us today. She's also a city council representative. Also with us is Gabe, our board member, and I believe Corey O'Connor is also in the crowd. If there's anyone else, if you want to raise your hand, I missed in the crowd. As you can see, the refreshments and drinks are already opened up and people are participating. I'd like to thank both John Wantz of Dominic Famous Deli Bottle and Shop and Johnny Angel of Atrius Restaurant and Tavern for donating the refreshments and drinks. And I believe they both like to take a moment and say a few words on the behalf and on the new meters that are coming into the North Shore. Johnny?
Thank you. I appreciate everybody showing up here today for this memorable day. When we first talked with David, we were worried because we looked up and we saw it was possibly going to be an ugly day. And David asked me to sing a song, which I said, I won't bore anybody with that. However, I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. I had to say that, so anyway. I just want, as a business owner here on the North Shore, I think everyone knows that me being a Pittsburgher and having a business here in Pittsburgh, that it means so much to me to see new technology and great things happening in our city. I'm a Pittsburgher pride and through and true. And one of the things I will tell you about this place, last night I had guests in here from Chicago, from Detroit, and from Quebec. And I had the opportunity of talking with each of them. Every one of the guests said, I cannot believe how clean and how beautiful this city is. And Pittsburgh definitely deserves the title they are getting as most livable city. And I want to thank my brother over here for that too also. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Mayor. So I want to say, here's what I see as the biggest and the most important part of these meters. There's a lot of great features to it, but if I have guests in my restaurant and they put their license plate in the meter and they finish eating and they have maybe 20 minutes left on their meter and they want to see our beautiful city. So they walk down and they do the river walk and they get all the way down to the fountain and they realize they only have 3 minutes to get back to their meter, they're going to get a ticket. They can jump to any of the machines and put it in and make sure they don't get ticketed, which I think is a big plus in this city. But again, I thank you for coming out, for helping to make Pittsburgh be the #1 city in the United States, and I thank you for asking me to join you. Appreciate it.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. We love to see downtowners make it over here to the North Shore. We know it's a long walk across the bridge. A few benefits that we're going to see from this. We have increased parking spaces. Without the meters there, we don't have 22-foot spots for one car. So we've added about 4 or 5 spaces just in this area alone. The second advantage is that, like the mayor said, you don't need to carry around a bag of coins with you. We have people run into the restaurants, and I'm sure Atria's does too, asking for quarters just about every hour, trying to fill their meters. So this gives people an alternative and an easier way to come and visit our locations down here at the ballpark. And the third, as you can see already, is the aesthetics of it. No more parking meters, no more parking variance signs cluttering up the streets, and it makes our downtown area and the North Shore area right now a beautiful place. Again, just want to thank everybody for coming out. If you're hungry, stop by Dominic's afterwards, and we'd love to feed you. Thanks.
They're the new Kelly machines. You pay by license plate. You pull on the street, look at the signs. They'll tell you where the pay stations are. Get out of your car, remember your license plate number. You walk up to the machine and you enter your license plate number. License plate has been entered. In the bottom right-hand corner, it asks you to press the green button for payment. Payment goes through. I'll add a quarter. I think I'll have 8 minutes is enough time to run in the building and run out. Green button. Coin goes to the bank. And they'll ask me if I want a receipt, which is optional. I would like my receipt. Receipt comes out. You don't need to put this on your dashboard. It's already on the handhelds for the parking.